SUPERBREAK is gone. I don't see SUPERBREAK anywhere. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout heaven and earth, we have had an unprecedented amount of peace. Why? Because in 3.4 of Honkai Starbucks, the last banner was almost 4 weeks ago, guys. Back when Fate dropped. Because there was no second half. Which meant there hadn't been a tier list update for quite a while, especially with regards to the new units. But alas, all good things must come to an end. On top of the Memory of Chaos reset recently, with Sarrock as well as Aventurine, today we also have with us the brand new inclusion of Hysilens. And this ultimately led to the creation of war we have today. Alright, so honkaistarrail tier list update in August 2025. We are going to be taking a look at this tier list right here, specifically pertaining to Hysilens herself, as well as the Memory of Chaos changes, which has made not even that bit of a crazy change. I don't think this Memory of Chaos was that crazy, right? I could be wrong, but I think it was okay, right? It was okay. So let's just jump first into Memory of Chaos, and then we're just gonna take a look at where where's Hysilens gonna be placing for all three endgame, and then we're also gonna be looking at the MoC statistics after the tier list itself, right? So without further ado, let's just jump in right now. Full screen for full cinema. Damn. Hysilens is tier 0. Tier 0 MoC, Tier 0.5 Pure Fiction, Tier 1 APOC Shadows. Okay, so 0, 0.5, and 1 for Hysilens, brand new unit added into our current roster, right? So that is gonna be Hysilens' current placing. Yeah, okay, before we even talk about the tier list updates for MoC itself, to be fair, APOC Shadow is going to be changing very, very soon, guys. Alright, we're going to be getting a brand new APOC Shadows update. The next APOC Shadow, do you know who we are going to be fighting? It's going to be my wife, guys. We are going to be fighting my wife, Fei Xiao. Yep, and I think this is actually the first time we are going to be fighting our wife, Fei Xiao, in APOC Shadows history. So I'm actually really looking forward to that fight again, because I thought she was a very, very fun boss in APOC Shadows. I can't really remember the last time I actually got an interaction. Have we ever gotten a Fei Xiao? Have we ever gotten a... Yeah, it's like male Hule and female Hule. But I don't think we've ever gotten a Fei Xiao APOC, right? Chat, it's already open knowledge. Everybody knows about it. First time? Yeah, okay. So this is the first time we are going to be going up against Fei Xiao and Hule in APOC, which is gonna be refreshing, I believe, next week, right? I think the refresh is gonna be next week. This also means one of the concerns, right? One potential reason why I would say they probably went a little more conservative in the APOC Shadow department is that Hule, he thrives on being extremely fast, right? Which meant one of the issues that DOD had was stacking on your debuffs on the motherfucker, right? And if you are not able to stack on Arcana, if you're not able to slap on debuff, all the debuff just wears off here almost instantly. So unless I can't remember what was the buff related, but if it's not DOD related, right? I'm thinking in order to shield for Hule, they're probably gonna make like something to do with skill, right? Because Sarija is going to be coming in a couple of in a little bit, and one endgame lasts for 6 weeks, right? So it's probably something to do with skill to make Sarija show up with Finon, show up with Anexa, show up with Archer, whatever it's going to be. Fei Xiao is going to be the first though. I actually completely forgot how Fei Xiao's mechanics. So last time I checked in Echoes of War, bro has 3 phases, and then she transforms into the giantess wolf and like all that kind of stuff. I love Fei Xiao. We're just gonna see how it goes. So my only guess as to why they made APOC Shadows this low is probably because of the upcoming potential updates we're gonna be getting. I do want to say for this APOC Shadows, especially especially against Flame Reaver. Flame Reaver Hysilens is ridiculously funny. Because we have the DOT buff that gives you the energy regeneration, what is essentially going to happen is that if your team has enough energy, she will literally spam ultimate. She will spam infinite ultimates against Flame Reaver. Infinitely. Making it one of the best clears on top of the current DOT buff that we have. So for this APOC Shadows rotation, I think Hysilens is absolutely fucking disgusting. Really good, right? So, to each their own, right? Other than that, pure fiction wise, it kind of depends on the team. I honestly think if you're gonna be slamming on Hysilens, you might want to just give her like the tricycle. Alright, especially in pure vision, right? Especially in pure vision, if you're not going to be able to apply the debuffs constantly and you basically have to wait for the minions to take advance, it means you're kind of wasting action value. So going for the tricycle team with Hysilens, it might be a little bit more of a damage performance increase, right? For Memory of Chaos, no problems. I think Hysilens' performance at MoC is really goddamn strong. Savrok is basically DOT. I even mentioned this in my earlier session. Go ahead and take a look, alright? Savrok was basically made for DOT last time. It's lightning plus wind. Alright, lightning wind, and then there's a fire, the corner of the hand. If you have DOT team last time, you have no issues clearing Savrok. And even till this day, because now we got Hysilens on top of the old DOT, we did a 3-cycle clear running my old DOT from 8 months ago with Kafka, Black Swan, Sambo, Hue. So the moment I kill Sambo and slam on Hysilens, bro, absolutely exceptional performance. So that is pretty much gonna be the preliminary thoughts. We're gonna take a look into the changelogs in a little bit as well. But aside from that, I don't think there's too big of a change, right? Okay, why is bro still here? Yeah, I don't really know about that. Cypher actually making it to tier 0. Cypher actually making it to tier 0 with Bobbin, Sunday, as well as RMC. Team being the sole support DPS. And then the other 5 tier 0 is Archer, Anexa, Finon, as well as Casterus. Notice something over here, chat. Notice something over here. Skill damage. I'm guessing what will happen, right, chat? I'm guessing what will happen. This is just completely theory crafting, by the way. Completely theory crafting. When Saridra comes out, she's done. I think that is probably what is gonna happen. They're either gonna make Saridra work so well against these like skill point, like skill based DPS units, to the point where the performance just feels absolutely insane, especially for the brand new environment for Saridra. Holy shit! Yo, thank you so much for the raid, but full remembrance thing is only gonna be a look at Azure buff. Now I'm just saying that in the future, if we are gonna be getting even more skill damage, Caster's might be a little bit funny. Bro, you eventually Caster's only purpose is to give it a global passive. I give it 6 months. I give it 6 months. And that's pretty much all there is, right? But essentially, because these 3 are skill damage DPS, we're getting Saridra. Think about it, chat. 3.6. We're getting March 7th. And March 7th is Remembrance. Caster's doesn't really give a fuck about the skill. Right? Caster's doesn't give a fuck about the skill damage. Caster's skill is really just there for you gain your new butt and you move on. You're done. What if there was a Remembrance DPS that works with skill damage though? Because we haven't seen anything like that. Right? Aglaya is basic attack. Caster's is literally from the Pollux. So we are lacking that one last Remembrance DPS slot to fit in skill damage. It's a little bit reminiscent of like back in those days. SUPERBREAK has single target, triple target, and 5 target. Now Remembrance is basic attack damage, Remembrance the summon damage itself, and skill damage. I'm guessing this is probably gonna be the route they're going for. Then it would make a lot of sense to pull out March 7th right after Saridra, because it's a business. They want to earn money. You get what I'm saying? So I think we'll look forward to see what it's gonna be like in a little bit, right? So the men are actually on the up and up. The men are actually on the up and up. Absolutely, right? So let's go down a little bit more. Damn. Okay. Deserved. 100% deserved. All right, Kafka definitely should be going up, especially with Hysilens. Absolutely. Bronya and Spargo is actually going to be going up a slot as well, most likely because of their involvement with Finon. Spargo alongside with Archer, so that's going to be that. Ranmei is still in 0.5 alongside with the rework Silver. Agalea has died, guys. Agalea has dropped into the same tier as the supporting cast Mighty. The side characters. Nexa is an exception, but these are the side characters. It's gonna be a little bit unfortunate over here. So Agalea is gonna be dropping to the same tier as Mighty. Also with D Herda, by the way. That is quite interesting over here. But the sustain zone, we do see a Ventrin as well as Gallagher, as well as Lingsha and Gallagher in the same tier. Damn. Okay. So I guess maybe after all this time, Lingsha truly was a Gallagher side grade. You get what I'm saying? I just think Huewen used to go down. Any case, I don't think anything else here is actually too surprising. They still look relatively okay. Alright, they still do reasonable. So far. Agalea, I kind of want to play with Agalea a little bit more again because I haven't been trying out her for a while. Right, it's been a while. Let's go into the tier ones. Damn. Okay, wait. First of all, Ting Liu has risen up the tiers in Memory of Chaos to be the same tier as a Blade, which is the same tier as Acheron and Fei Xiao. I need to get that for Twitter, guys. Power creep. There we go. Alright, so that is gonna be a nice little screenshot over here, right? So yeah, Ting Liu actually risen up to be the same tier as Fei Xiao, Acheron, and Yunli, which means that a version 1 DPS after the rework is now gonna be standing head and shoulders with the version 2 DPS. And I have also noticed SUPERBREAK is gone. I don't see SUPERBREAK anywhere. There's no Reba. There's no Boothill. There's no Firefly. Wait, there is even Fuke. Wait, there's no Fuke. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is crazy. Okay, so all 3 Super Breakers are in the same tier as Jingyuan at 1.5. Oh my god, guys. Bro, Fuke is in the same tier as... She's worse than OG Tianyun. How the fuck is... Oh my... Okay, wait. With all that being said and done, right? How is these two still 0.5? Okay, Gallagher, you know what? Completely understandable. I fucking love Gallagher. Skill point positive. Incredible sustain. Just gotta play around with him a little bit better, right? If you're not gonna be able to apply this, I think Gallagher's... Bro, why is this bitch still here, bro? Bro is nothing but a skill point drainer. And then if you wanna get like multi-targeting, fuck it, just slam on a here. Alright. I feel like at this point, if Break is gonna be going down all the way to tier 1.5, Lingsha has to be at least 1, bro. Okay, I'm not saying that Lingsha is like gonna be worse than Gallagher. I did not say that. But like if SUPERBREAK as a whole went away, right? As SUPERBREAK went as a whole is gonna be falling out of fashion, then there's no reason why the dedicated SUPERBREAK sustain is still in the same tier. You get what I'm saying? To be fair, you could say, yeah, I slept off with D Herda. Alright, you could say that. What about Gallagher and Hyang? You know what I'm saying? And this guy is free. This is literally a free unit. So I feel like as a and I always want to say this, right? The job of a tier list is to show the casual player base at first glance which units are like, from the most shallow understanding of the game, which units are worth investing in. That is like the job of a tier list. That is what any job of a tier list should do, like for any game, right? Like when I play any garbage game, when I first, and okay, let me see a tier list. Okay, I have tier 0, I'm gonna raise tier 0. I have tier 0, at this point, I really would just rather raise Gallagher, bro. Because I can slam it on with so many different teams. So many different teams. Whereas Lingsha, her role is because she is a dedicated SUPERBREAK sustain, right? And if you want to slam on with erudition-based content, first of all, what the fuck even is where are the erudition-based content in Memory of Chaos? Where? Last time I checked, it has been single target. Okay, to be fair, we are gonna be getting a Ligus. So Ligus is technically erudition. Oh my god, but Ligus has like a... The way that Ligus works is that it's also not that great for super breakers. They're not legal. You can check out the video. I already made an early access guide for Ligus himself. Like he's pretty much gonna be the next boss. But like yeah, I just don't think this is fair, man. I really don't think this is fair, right? Not unfair for Lingsha to be here, but unfair for the breakers, guys. Right? Oh my god, look at my girlfriend. Look at how angry she is right now. How dare you put my girlfriend alongside a stinky little grandpa all the way from version 1? What happened to my girlfriend? There we go. Okay, yeah, but anyways, yeah, I think it just needs a little bit more of a fair treatment if we're gonna be killing super breakers. I mean, honestly, to be fair, the performance is gonna be a little bit more sus. Okay, and also E0 Ezreal, right? E0 Ezreal, it is what it is. Fuke being lower than... Okay, I also want this as a screenshot. This is so fucking funny, bro. Fuke being lower than Team is legitimately comedy. And the craziest part is it's not even Fuke's fault. It really is not Fuke's fault. It's just the fact that MiHoYo has moved away from Break from since 10,000 billion years ago because everybody was sick and tired of playing Break. And now that they're pivoting back into the OG crit hyper carry, people that actually play the game and trying to get for the good crit subs. And you do have the combination of teaming being used exceptionally well with Finon. And I'm guessing if you really want to, you could also run this with an XR, like if you really want to, right? Finon is the #1 main game. Okay, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Finon, he is probably gonna be on the up and down, bro. I think by the time this version ends, okay, chat, you know how like end of season predictions, chat. End of season predictions, right? That's how end of season we have like do you bet on SKT1 or do you bet on Gen G or do you... End of version 3 predictions. I'm gonna predict this right here. Finon will be the strongest DPS. And his team is gonna be Saridra, Elysia, and a fucking Okay, Saridra, Elysia, Finon. I don't know who the third is gonna be. Probably Sunday. Right? But that is he is gonna be the strongest DPS in version 3. We'll come into this post and see if this post aged like milk or wine. Probably like four months-ish away from now, right? Because the end of the year is gonna be coming, right? So that is gonna be that for our super breakers. HMC also, you know, it is what it is. Everyone else here, basically just nobody cares about them anymore. So with that, we can actually take a look into their change logs over here, and we'll see what's up. The revival of DOT Society. DOD re-enters the top ranks of the team. Wait, where is Black Swan again? They just hate big titty women, bro. Nah, okay, if we're gonna be... holy shit, they're gonna go triple tier 0? Bro, imagine Kafka being triple tier 0. That would be fucking insane, bro. Kafka, a version 1 unit triple tier 0. That would be genuinely insane. Okay, so DOT as a whole is gonna be coming up a little bit more. As usual, when we add them, we want to be conservative. After players already boot, we will much rather raise them out with every data, proving and blah blah blah. Okay, across all 3 modes given favorable conditions, something isn't uncommon. Yep, absolutely fair. We want to call out... Ooh, he's done. Call out each of their AS rankings. DOT has always struggled in AS because of their low toughness bar outside of Kafka's ability to launch figure. Hysilens does not change this, but does a whole lot of damage. That is also fair because A-Box Shadows, it is mainly a toughness bar game, right? A-Box Shadows is a toughness bar game. That's how Uma Musume is a weird game, right? So because DOT just don't really deal that much toughness bar to begin with, this is not that bad. I really just wonder how Hule and Phaser is gonna become, right? So that's pretty much it for DOT. DPS updates. Agalea. With the release of Hysilens, the continual domination brought by Finon and the overall higher bar of tier 0, Agalea isn't currently measuring up and is closer to the Predators in tier 0. Oh my god, lore accurate. Lore accurate. Repa to tier 1.5. Break continues to struggle. Minimal play and Sasuke. Nobody plays Break anymore, guys. Literally nobody in the world plays Break anymore. They are actually done. Something that has been a trend in the past 3 phases. Repa, the highest rated of the breakers, has not been immune, so we're lowering her. Jing Liu, arise. Out of the buff promotion in tier 1 due to the fact that HP skilled all the highest. Oh, okay. Teep. Wheelchair. Exceptional. Jing Yuan and Boot Hill is going. Oh my god, Boot Hill is done, guys. Oh my god, Boot Hill is gonna be done. Neither Jing Yuan nor Boot Hill is scoring and allowing which expect this phase of the previous 2. We are watch listing them now to give them one more phase for a chance to recover. I thought Boot Hill is really, really good against Aventurine though. To be completely fair. Like all these content, I think out of every single content in these 2 phases of MoC, right? Boot Hill probably stands the highest to gain just because he completely destroys Aventurine. He really, really cooks Aventurine. Assuming they can break him before the dice. Yeah, assuming you can do that, right? And anyways, Jing Yuan will try bro one day. Blade continues to perform well after his buff, but like Jing Liu leans heavily on the HP juggernauts and cash rates even more so. Recognize his strength, don't have now to break past 0.5 HP power. I think he can. Yeah, okay, bro. Imagine Blade being with 0.5. Then we can say HSR has no power creep. And then we're gonna start war again. And there it is. Amplifiers. Okay, amplifiers. The Finon effect. Finon is absolutely dominating Memory of Chaos. And his aura. His aura on the character's average scores has been drastic. Most people who are part of his team are experiencing a resurgence in meta relevancy, updating the rankings of those available by the favor of Meteor, Dispenser, Sparkle, Situational Pick for Final Benefit from Archer as well. I think that's fair. This is fair. Oh. But 1.5 for Field, it sounds so crazy, bro. It sounds so crazy. Oh my god. 1 point, literally lower than Ting, by the way. That is so fucking crazy. Okay, anyways, we also have a little bit of a Pure Vision update, it seems. Oh, wait, they also add a... Oh, okay, so this is a tiny Pure Vision update. So Mighty is going up. Okay, so he's gonna be on a wheelchair, right? Uncle Mighty is gonna be on a wheelchair. That's gonna be exceptional. Cypher went up a little bit, and then Final Effect exact same thing. So that is going to be the Memory of Chaos tier list update from Prydwen. I think for the 10,000. Oh my god, do you know the meme? There's a LeBron meme, right? Wait, is this LeBron? Oh wait, is this guy even LeBron? Wait, he's not LeBron, right? Okay, bro. We are gonna get this, like, MrPokke when it comes to destroying SUPERBREAK on his thumbnails. Bro, we're gonna kill SUPERBREAK again, guys. I got one more in me, guys. Okay, so editors, before we wrap it up, we do want to take a little bit into the math real quick over here. I think we're gonna speed this up a little because otherwise this video gonna be like fucking 10 billion years wrong. All right, okay, that's Stephen Hawking. Oh, okay, yep. Damn. Holy shit, Blade is the top 3 fastest DPS in the entire roster. Holy shit, that is absolutely insane. Right? So we have Blade, Sunday, Ting Yun, Hia, Babin, Man, Teep, Lynx, okay, Sparkle, Archer, D Herda going down by, okay, still doing relatively okay. We do have ourselves a My Day Cypher, Casterus, Jing Liu along the same lines as characteristics. Ranmei is actually still doing not too bad, definitely because we can use her in teams outside of break. We have Gallagher, Hue, Mose. Ooh, no, who is using Mose, bro? We have Silver Wolf, Aventurine, Black Swan actually clearing a little bit faster than Saber, which is kind of interesting. Kavka going down a little bit. Wait, where is Hysilens? Where is Hysilens? Am I blind? Oh, I guess the data is not there yet. Then we do have Kafka, Aglaya, Jiao Qiu, Fei Xiao actually going up by a little bit unfortunate over here. Fu Xuan, Topaz, Acheron 8.84, Bailu at a 9. Crazy. Yun Leaf, ooh. Okay. I mean, it's not that bad, right? Firefly is still doing this. Is easier, by the way. This is easier. At least we're still clearing. Oh, I noticed something though. A lot more people are clearing this MoC now, right? Compared to the last MoC, it looks like the general clear rate seems to have improved by quite a little bit. I can't believe nobody cleared APOC with Buleo. These fucking casuals, bro. I don't even want to play that fucking game, bro. Nobody cleared with Rabba. Oh, to be fair, this MoC is really not Rabba to me. Alright, this MoC is not meant for Rabba, so yeah, it is what it is. So that's gonna be that. Let's take a look at a relatable tier list. E0 S0, and there it is. E0 S0. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. And everyone else at E0 S0 is just basically dead. Yep. All of them are dead. Absolutely. Absolutely right. So Acheron is the... Okay, the fact that Acheron could still clear at E0 S0. Astounding. Astounding, exceptional. This is, I believe this is our first E0 S0 Acheron clear compared to last MoC, which had 0, by the way. Nobody could clear using E0 S0 Acheron against True Sting. Literally 0 people, right? So now we're HP inflation. HSR saved HP inflation. Because now more people are clearing on E0 S0 exceptional. Look at the E2. Damn! I don't know what the fuck is going on over here. That's fucking crazy. One single Sun Jin Wu aura farming, right? 0.55% usage rate, by the way. And then we have a HMC Resurgence. Yukong most likely gonna be with the Finon. King Yun, okay, interesting. Finon gonna be the highest into Archer. A lot more men. I see a lot more men in the top 12 nowadays. Babin, Sunday, Aglaya, Tip, Gui, Naifen. Holy fuck. Okay. Then we have a Sparkle, a Nexa, Mighty, blah blah. Cypher alongside the Casualist, Hyang Hyang, Fei Xiao. Now, there's my wife right there. Exceptional. We have a Fei Xiao, Ranmei, Silver, Firefly, and Fuke. Hand in. Yo, chat. I just don't get it. Okay, oh my god. Yo, chat. Hear me out. Wait. I know this might sound a little bit crazy, right? This might sound a little bit, but hear me out, guys. How about when are we getting E0 S1 baseline? When the fuck are we getting E0 S1 baseline? Because I swear, bro, there is no way E0 S0 fight on is here. Nah, bro. And like, that is the thing, right? So many DPS is like, it's a game-changing amount, and like you're gonna be saying shit like, yo, E0 S0 and Nexa is the absolute fucking king, man. He is the king. He is the king of the king. E0 S0, no problem. E0 S0 Archer, no problem. Because his like home is free, right? Casual is a little bit sus. This is also a little bit, but bro, these two are the kings of E0 S0. So if we're gonna be comparing E0 S0, bro, I feel like eventually we need to get the baseline to be E0 S1, man. Like, it's about it. Fuck it. Make a tier list on only E2 S1s. Yep. Every unit here is an E2 S1. You don't have E2 S1, you're fucking casual. Why are you even looking at tier lists if you don't have E2 S1s? Bro, like, if you don't even have E2 S1, you shouldn't even be looking at a tier list. You should be taking the time to either improve on your casual gameplay or just get a... That was a joke, by the way. That was a joke, right? He is done. He is done. All right, let's move on a little bit, right? Let's move on a little bit, right? Let's move on a little bit. Yeah. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, let's go into the usage rate. Show the combined. Team is still rank 1 Sunday. Say all the supports. Final is rank 1, and then we do have. Okay, casual is still making it to around the top. Like, yo, It's Master Me. Thank you so much for the prime, bro. Kazu is still gonna make it here. Rame is still chilling. Huan, I don't know what the fuck she's doing over there. Avenger making it to the high appearance. Oh wait, wow. And nice, that's so good, right? And eventually, I think they're gonna be adding on Hysilens to this pool as well. Gallagher making the top 15 into Black Swan. Badongadongs. Agron is still making it quite okay. Cypher actually also has a pretty decent performance, but I think it's not a lot of people even have Cypher in the first place. Fuke. Damn. And then Firefly, all of these, right? Standard stuff, Aglea dropping out, and the rest of that is just like mostly the one guys. Mostly the one guys over here. So correct usage rate over time. Yeah, I'm calling it end of season recap check. End of version 3. End of version 3, alright? End of version 3. She's gone. Okay, wait. Okay. Let's see who is done. Okay, by done I mean they leave orange and they go into this. Like from dark orange to light orange. I'm gonna see who is done, alright? End of version 3. He's done. He's done. She's done. She might be around here. She's done. She's done. Oh, she's done. She's gone. She's gone, bro. She's gone. Yeah, then everything else is probably more or less done. Yep. Bro might come back. Maybe. I don't know, right? And then for Teep, this column over here, he will arise. He will, bro, he is gonna arise so fucking hard, like a goddamn second awakening. He is gonna arise. She is gonna be chilling, right? She is gonna be chilling. I don't know what the fuck she's doing yet. She's done. She is done. She's done. She is probably done. Done. Dead. And she's coming back. Right? Black Zone is definitely gonna be coming back. Absolutely. These two never but chilling. Okay. Should be okay. She will come up. I believe Cypher is probably gonna be on the up and up. Rame, I don't know about that. This hyper carry, right? The final effect. The hyper carriers, what I'm guessing is gonna happen once Saridra slams on over here. Saridra is gonna be the next raid, and everyone here just goes down by like 0.5. Something like that, right? Something like that. Bro is done, right? All these are done, right? All these are done, she is done. She's good. He's okay. He might be okay. He might actually come back because they did mention that Dan Heng is gonna be preservation, so maybe we can see a resurgence of preservation units. Who knows by then? So I have a little bit of flaws of venturing. She's done. He's done. She's okay. Done. Right. So that's gonna be my end of version 3 roundup. Right. Everything else I think we already discussed enough. So one last look over here. Damn. Casteris as the double rank 1 favorite. She truly is the Firefly of this generation. She truly is the Firefly of version 3. Right? It's literally exactly the same as Firefly. HMC, Ranmei, Lingsha, or Gallagher, or whatever it's gonna be. And then this Firefly. It is like bar for bar the exact same goddamn thing. Insane, right? Insane. This is basically Lingsha, right? This is basically Lingsha. Then this is Ranmei. Then we have DOT making it to rank 2 with Ranmei, by the way. This was even before Hysilens. This was even before Hysilens, which is exceptional considering how well they actually perform. I'm guessing once Hysilens come in, they might even compete with casters. Just, oh my god, man. Okay, like okay, it's pictures like this, right? It's pictures like this. It doesn't make me understand, bro. Like, how are we putting Fuke into tier 1.5 when the DPS themselves are also 1.5, but Lingsha is also 0.5? Why, bro? I'm gonna cry, bro. Just stop, bro. Saber is still chilling, and then we do have ourselves a sustainless, which is damn, this sustainless 3.45 is really exceptional. Yep, E2 Firefly is a W over here. We have a Ranmei Castle, right? This is gonna be the Gallagher variation. My wife, I hunt for the departed, exceptional over here. Then all that is, I'm surprised people are using the Herda and Nexa Wave 1, by the way. That is truly exceptional, and this is just off. Oh my god. It's all final. is literally just Finon. Okay, and then a dash of a couple of like Casuals and Fireflies. It's all just Finon, bro. Oh my god, that's crazy. Holy shit. Finon, Archer, Finon. Oh, Finon. Bro, every single time I see a different team, you must keep in mind, these are all Finon because you're basically just using a Finon variation. So all that is basically when, if you combine Finon into one, it's gonna be like 50, but it's like so fucking hard, bro. Everyone that Mom just use, because Finon is just that good against Aventurine. He is perfect for Aventurine. He's so good. Exceptional. So going through the cycles, damn. The Zero Cyclers. The Zero Cycle Society. Holy shit. I like how every single Zero Cycle here is just a Nexa and Archer. A Nexa, Archer, a Nexa, Archer, a Nexa. And we have one singular sustainless Aglaya here without Bobbin. No Bobbin, by the way. No Bobbin. We're just gonna be slamming on. This is the Sunday Aglaya, Bronya Sunday Aglaya, and I'm guessing RMC giving us Aglaya again. No Bobbin needed over here at E0. At E0, right? Pretty interesting. So added an Archer, an Nexa, Archer, an Nexa. So these are for the non-casuals, right? These are for the real players of HSR. And this is gonna be my wife for Ire, right? My wife, right? And there it is. My wife double zero. Okay, she can zero cycle, but she's not gonna be quite enough to zero cycle for Aventurine, unfortunately, which is gonna be a little bit rough. I'm surprised they also took 2 and they can still stay alive, which is, I'm guessing, global passive. This has to be global passive. There's no way you're doing 2 cycles with Aventurine and you have no sustain at E0. 100% global passive, by the way. Bro, Prydwen, I kindly ask a request. I kindly ask a request for all of the 0 cycles. Please show if these fucks have a global passive on their account. Because for moral players like myself, right? Moral players like myself that do not have immoral units on my account, this is just a disadvantage. Because how the hell are we going to be showing these 0 cycles, these fraud 0 cycles, when Limpei is actually the only motherfucker left that has a true 0 cycle? I'm probably the only motherfucker that should be praised for having a true 0 cycle in 2025 because I have no casuals. I will just not miss a global passive, bro. So, like, you know, yeah, it's time to add that, right? If they have a global passive, they are disqualified. They're all disqualified, right? Okay, we have a lot of different 0 cycles in this caliber, but mainly just archers, right? All a mix of archer. Holy shit. Ying Li. Okay, I thought it was a 0. Okay, it's a 4 cycle, right? So these are just starting to be the normal teams. So a lot more 0 cycles with Sarok and a lot less 0 cycles of Venture. You know what's crazy? Yanqing 0 cycle, guys. It's coming. Oh, so where is my QQ 0 cycle? Bro, when is annual? Wait, I wonder if my data got collected over here. QQ 0 cycle would be... Am I here? Oh my god, they didn't even show my team, guys. Oh my god, nobody in this... Bro, nobody in Prydwen plays QQ, bro. Bro, like one guy played it for a 9 cycle clear. You cleared Sarok with 9 cycles. Oh my god, bro, what a fucking disgrace. Bro, the QQ community needs a meme, man. Yeah, the QQ community absolutely needs a meme, right? But in any case, let's select all. Go back here. Chat. Any particular DBS you want to see? Any particular DBS you want to see? Because they all just do be fine on. It all just Firefly. Firefly. My favorite girlfriend. And there it is. I mean, she's clearing the whole... What is even going on, man? Oh my god, bro. Bro, it's... Oh my god, bro. I don't even know what's going on. Holy shit. Duo SUPERBREAK. And they didn't even clear. So it is what it is. Silver Wolf Firefly. 4 cycle at E4 Blast, by the way. Is that a where sustain? Bro, what are the Firefly mains doing, bro? Bro, they're literally just doing anything but giving Firefly a proper team. What is the what? Oh my god, Teep Firefly. Teep Firefly with HMC. Firefly with Cypher. I don't even know what the... Okay, the fact that this did 3.83 cycles, pretty crazy. Power of E2 Firefly. Exceptional, extra turn. Everything else is just, oh, they're all done here. They're all done here. Yeah, they're all done here. Right, so that is going to be Firefly. Let's take a look at how Akron is doing. Maybe bro improve a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I feel like generally Akron looks to be in a pretty okay shape, right? It looks to be a pretty okay shape. A lot of ciphers, right? Generally speaking, I think I see more ciphers than Jiaoqius. Okay, it's kind of like a mix. It's always like a difference between cipher, Jiaoqiu, so out of these 3, pick 2. And then you pretty much just got yourself a team over here. Any crazy teams? Oh my god. Dockeron. Crazy. Oh my god, people still use Pella, chat. Oh my god, chat. This is like a version 2 team. Pella, Silver Wolf, Akron, Aventurine. People are actually still using this team, guys. That is pretty remarkable. Right? Credit where credit is due. Oh, this team. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using this against Aventurine, unfortunately. So that's just gonna be that. Yeah, I think we pretty much just wrap this up, right? We pretty much just wrap this up right now. The 7th cycle with Dockeron, this over here, is not even Akron, bro. I shit you guys know, if you change this Akron into Sambo, you literally get a 3 cycle. Proven, by the way, by me, by your streamer. Sambo, slap it on here, you get. Oh, so how the fuck is the E0 clearing faster than the E1? Is the E2 Akron just like brain dead? Like, did they forget how to play the game? How is that even fucking possible, bro? I don't even want to know what's up. Okay, but in any case, with that, I think we have come to the end of our tier list update for Memory of Chaos as well as Hysilens. Title is SUPERBREAK is actually done, right? SUPERBREAK is actually done. And then the thumbnail just make it like, she's done. And then put Firefly crying. Like a fucking more Pegasus video, right? Those are missed. Yep, she's actually done. Then slap on a tier list and everything. So that's gonna be that. Word of the day is going to be join Discord, join to the channel page for anime reviews. Use code POKE for 10% off game size. All the best. I'll see you guys next time.